Bought an RV stove. Was gonna make a pizza for dinner last night. The pizza from dinner last night. So we got a great deal on a RV. I guess that would be an RV. Oven, range, propane cooker thingy. Brought it home, hooked it up. Burners work great. Oven was a little, but we got it working. We've made a couple pizzas in there, and that's turned out pretty cool. Went to make some pizza last night for dinner and could not get the oven to work. I have spent a whole bunch of time today looking up different videos for why, what's going on, and I may have figured it out. Most of these videos assume that you actually understand what the stuff is that they're talking about, which I don't. I've never messed with an oven like this before. Maybe this how-to guide will help you figure it out if you don't know anything about what you're trying to figure out. Kind of like me today. So this is a Wedgwood Vision. It's the trademark. I think they're all about the same. I've seen this same exact design with a whole bunch of different names on it. Atwood, Domatic, or however you pronounce that. I don't know. I think they're about the same idea. But anyway, they probably all work the same way. They have a thermocouple. Some of them have a flame, like mine does. Some of them have a heater bar. That's a different thing. I don't know anything about those. I don't have one of those. So, let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, there's the inside of the oven. That's the burn tube. Should heat it up. Right there, we have what's called a thermocouple. Right there's where the flame comes out, the pilot light. That's generally the problem that most people have, is trying to figure out how to get the pilot light lit. Mine gets lit, stays lit. The problem is it's not directing down that little sled there and onto the thermocouple. The thermocouple, apparently, needs to be heated, and that's what allows the flow of the propane, because if it's not being heated, it would just be throwing propane in there, and then when you go to light it, it's going to blow up on you, and that would be not good. I didn't know if the thermocouple was bad. I didn't know if the switch was bad. I didn't know anything, and I read one thread that gave me a way to kind of get around it. So if you're having this issue and you're not sure, try this. Turn your oven temperature to 250 or something. Heat the thermocouple with your lighter, and once it gets to temperature, which it should be doing from the flame coming from the pilot light, doesn't care where it's coming from, it doesn't know. So if you heat that up enough, and if you get burner, then you know that your thermocouple works, first of all. You know that your whatever that switch in the back there is that's like $160 that I didn't want to spend, that's working fine. You're getting flow of gas, and so that's a way to know that part's working. So I knew all of those pieces were working, but I still couldn't get it working. And then I thought, wait a minute, if that flame is what's going to be heating the thermocouple, and the thermocouple being heated is what releases the gas to the burner unit, there's my issue. So I unhooked it all and blew through the line. Real high-tech solution. On the gas pipe that was going into the feed unit that has the thermocouple on it, on the end of that pipe there was like a little cap where the pipe screws in, and the cap part actually came off, and it restricted the flow. Like there's this little tiny pinhole in it. Sprayed some cleaner in that, and that's about all I did. And then put it all back together again. So let's see, I guess now, if the flame works any better. I should have recorded it before so you could see what it looked like. Basically, the flame just went straight up. It started out real small, and then when you start it up, where I think it should go forward and should be more of a blue flame, it just kind of went up in the air and was sort of yellow and not going where I needed it to. So let's see if that stops doing that now once I put this all back together again. Right back. I think I have to hold the button down. I can't do that with this in one hand and this in the other hand. Let me put it down, see if that works. I can't see anything. Oh, I do have a flame. There we go. All right. So there is a pilot flame there. Let's turn this up and see if it goes the other way. Oh boy. I may have fixed it. Let's see. Give it a second to heat up. Oh. I think it was just a flow issue. With that being that small, it probably doesn't take much to crud it up. So maybe that'll help. Give it a shot. It's not working. I'd love to know if it worked. Worked for me. Come on. Can't see anything.